Welcome on Crack News. It's your boy Carcino here. Let's go to work. There have been many opportunities in the world for certain athletes, entertainers, what have you. But how many of them actually know about the brand they are representing or even give a damn? Not many. Like you would think Michael Jordan drinks a lot of Gatorade, right? Rarely drinks it. Only when he would play basketball or something like that, he would drink Gatorade. Gatorade was not his drink of choice. Michael Jordan would drink a beer after the game before he would drink some Gatorade. Now, over the years, things change. People's direction change, their energy change. I had business partners and a lot of business deals that didn't pan out. It just didn't work. We both believed in it. People put in work. Was very passionate about it. So yeah, I've had some business deals that panned and went my way. There's a lot of them that burned when you had everything set to go and had everything went according to plan. You guys probably wouldn't be hearing from me right now. I'll be somewhere right now in the tropics with somebody who was on the cover of some doggone Ebony Jet magazine. Like, this could be you. Doing an infomercial or something. But no, this was the narrative. This was the real thing. This is what the world needed to be a part of. This is second, next level stuff. Now, I was able to secure a celebrity endorser into the project. And this is what I don't like to do. I don't like to, involve myself in situations that I don't think is meaningful. Like, put me in a predicament, rather. I don't like to be feeling that I'm extending myself and leveraging my friends to try to get them in business, because of their celebrity. The problem is certain celebrities are good in their element. Like Robert De Niro is a great actor, Al Pacino. Do I think Al Pacino be great running a coffee shop or endorsing a coffee product? Probably not. I wouldn't get him to advertise my car or something. He might sell it. He might do well for the acting bit, and some they might not. Just certain things, you wouldn't do. You wouldn't get him to sell it. Al Pacino to sell a Mitchell and Ness, Golden State Warriors jersey. You just wouldn't do that. Maybe go down right now and place an order. Yeah, Mitchell and Ness. They got Golden State. They got Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls. Ah, it's incredible. You're gonna love it. Order now. Oh gosh, no, that's not gonna happen. So me having my relationships with these people, uh, I was like, because I knew they were right. In order for this product to take off, I couldn't do it. It would have to be some celebrity person behind it. So they're willing to give up ownership in the company naturally. So hopefully this is a country, I mean, a company that this person could get involved in. Won't say it, but the person could have made this decision in a half a day. It's no financial responsibility being lost. It's no real time being lost by this person. One basically 30-second ad, and they were getting ownership and royalties and everything else. All of that was negotiated. I'm like, you can have your team draw it up, or we can draw it up. All you can do is sign. Talk to so and so. Talk to this person. Then talk to that person. Run it to them. And it's like, I know this person. And this person is giving me the runaround. And I'm like, I'm not going to chase behind him while the company is hemorrhaging, basically, the idea, the premise. So I look like a fool doing this. And then I'm like, why is my friend putting me through this situation? Because now this went against what our friendship was about. Our friendship has never been about me bringing deals to him or anything in this element. And now I'm bringing him something. It's just sometimes it don't seem right. And when it don't seem right, it's because it isn't right. And I got other people involved. They're excited that they have a celebrity endorsement can possibly come through. And just what I'm about to say, look, just cancel that dream. We're just gonna have to do the work ourselves. And Lord and behold, we get everything. The moment I don't talk to anybody, here it comes, the lawyer signs, and we get the endorsement, and everybody looks at me like I've saved this project. They finna do this, they gonna make a lot of money. No. They got so much lack of work from the actual celebrity to the point where they end up hating him because he wanted certain people fired and he had part ownership in the product and was like, look, we need to move forward and we want to sell it to this other company. And, if you guys are not willing to do that, then that such, product's not going to exist anymore. Because he had part ownership in it. He was brought in as a partner. They wanted to extend more and more ownership to this celebrity, try to keep him happy. So, agreed that they gave him the majority shareholders point at some point in this conversation. I had nothing to do with it, but this is the celebrity they wanted, and I brought him to the table. Now, they had to deal with the politics of dealing with his team and everyone else. And when can we see him advertise the product? And every time the athlete would go out and he didn't, and all these other people who didn't watch this athlete do anything other than, they're watching him now to see if he's advertising the product. And every time he doesn't or don't mention it, they don't say anything. So the team would play spin doctors and spin the team all day long like a top. Meanwhile, everyone else is dumbfounded, completely dumbfounded by the whole situation. Because they can't understand why would a person want to be a part of something that he doesn't want to be a part of? Why he doesn't have the energy? Why isn't he asking us, like, hey, what you guys are working on? What's new? Because he doesn't care. And they just don't understand that. He cares about his situation. does not care about this product. It's not his main concern. His main concern is staying relevant in his field. Not this. This is a sideshow venture he's doing basically so I can say, hey, this guy's done something for me. I can never say he did not. And he loves that. He loves it. Now, finally, he gets irritated by the emails that's going to the lawyers, and now the lawyers and some team members that work with him are feeding him bad information about the company. So they decided to review the contract, see how much ownership he had. So he sold his position. That's right. Sold his position. He said, I don't need this anymore. He didn't. He's like, I don't need the headache. Y'all don't like me being a part of it. I posted it on my social media. But you guys haven't paid me anything to, my other clients or whatever to be a part of this. And you guys are harassing me all the time. I don't need the headache. So I sold my shares. And he sold the ownership and all the shares he had to another partner who happened to be a rival competitor in the company. So they were shopping to see who was interested. And of course, they found somebody who was interested who ends up taking the technology, fighting with the other owners to buy all of them out of their position, including my little small donation. So I made very little money out of the deal, but still, not my fault. I told them not to do it. They did. They started extending everything because people are blinded by celebrity. And what is the moral lesson here? When you have something that works and you believe in it, that this thing is going to work, you have to be passionate all the way through. Can't look to sell it out to the first celebrity that you see walking by with a big wad of money. They might not care about it as much as you, but they see things you don't see. They see an opportunity for them to take your product from you and make a profit at the same time. They'll do that, especially if they sense that you care more about them than they care about you. You know, it's a painful lesson that young team had to learn. Thankfully, though, they never blamed me because I think they finally have to realize that I was the one telling them, "No, don't do it, don't do it," and they did it anyway. But it ended up being a reason I had to part away from that team. They wanted to keep the team together, and some members left after that deal. Some of the troublemakers, but we still had troublemakers still on the team, or people who weren't 100%. And then they start bringing in, after we made an agreement, like, okay, we're going to go to the next project, so and so is out. You know, so the next job we do, it's got to mean something. So and so's out. I'll take this person with me. We're going to make things happen. Didn't work that way. Why? Because you got certain people on your team who doesn't have the same interests as you. Their interest is jaded. They don't know how to evolve. All they know is how to cause division. That's their only gift. And they're only there as a favor for the friend. So naturally, the person who's looking to evolve see them as the wrong energy on the team or any project we bring around. Nothing's a problem unless you got a solution. So they're just looking to create problems with no solutions, just to cause discord. Every conversation they bring up leads to argument. They're just there to cause distractions. Sometimes being eager to be the first one to respond, it's not a good thing. It's a bad. And that's what was happening. It's a very vicious trending cycle. The cycle is we'll do anything to keep, you know, the attention and everything, everybody's eye on us. It's not a good look. Never forget, said person did something very stupid while still on the team. After we've just reduced the team down to 8 people, which I thought 12 was way too much. We reduced it to 8. And then out of the 8 people we had, the final group was mainly 3. Well, 3 and some add on. After we did 3, I mean, we're at 8. That's when this dude was still there. And then it was unanimously agreed after he just basically irritated everybody that it was time for him to go. Wasn't no real money coming in. You know, quit sending him invites to the chat. So he becomes irate that he's being dropped and some other people are still there. So they start their own back and forth that's unproductive on the sidelines. And that's what I was saying. Look, those two can argue, fight all day long. It means nothing. What you do at this point is going to matter. We got to trim the fat. It's too many people. 8 is too many. 8 ain't enough. It's too many. He got to go. And the person he fighting with, they both got to go. So once they realize, you know what, after fighting for these people, I was right. So a new project rolls up. We're trying to shop it, you know, talking to other people. So a lot of brokers are coming in. They want a piece. Needless to say, the other 2 idiots who were let go are upset. So they're calling the people and telling them don't do business with us. We're shady and this and that. So that happened for a while. Told you, not a lot of them were successes. Now, this deal and application that could have been done, the particles would have been used in pharmaceutical, you know, all the pharmaceutical workplaces, including materials that could have went to astronauts out in space. So getting a NASA contract and working with someone in electronics, plastics, you know, it was a different situation. So there you have it. Now, the problem is sometimes people want to just be heard and they just say some of the randomest things that takes away from the meeting and the reason why you're there in the first place. So when that happens, people go like, what? And they realize in their mindset that this guy here doesn't understand his value. And that happens a lot. People don't understand the value because they don't have the same care or concerns. They're not researching, they're not looking out, so they're just not as into it as you are. Which is actual naturally, they know no one has to be. attached. But the work ethic is what you want to see, and sometimes you got to know when to fire somebody and when to let them go. So that's that. I'm out. Thank you for watching One Crack News. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the page.